Sawasdee Krap.
สวัสดีค่ะ
My name's Tab,
My name is Mel.
and we're from Thammasat University, the LLB program. So could you please give us a brief introduction about yourself and the project?
Okay, so you are from Thammasat University, and what faculty is it?
Law. The law faculty.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Peach Pata, and you can call me P Peach, right? I am a AVP Marketing and Sales of the Residences at IconSiam. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to know, why did the developer choose this particular location on the Chao Phraya River?
The thing is like before we buy this land, right? We feel that we want to develop something that have a greater sentimental value to us as a developer, and also like the land that have international standard. So basically, once we're looking for the land, so this is a land that we feel that it have a character that we feel that it fit to our what we're looking for. So that's why we choose this land to develop the residences and and the retail as part of IconSiam.
And what kind of impact do you hope to achieve from this project?
You mean like a positive impact, correct? Well, because like when you say impact, it very negative. The thing is like, of course, as a developer, we want to create something that make a differences, in terms of the property industry, and as well as we want to develop something that can lift up the society at large. So basically, by having a really large land like this, our land is about 50 rai. So we're gonna have like a residences, and we're gonna have a retail, and other attraction in the land itself. So we feel that once we complete it, right, it will change the whole standard of the property, and also the mixed-use development of Thailand. And also we hope that this development will become a national attractions, and also like international destination for all the tourists or visitors from around the world to Thailand. Yeah.
So, in your opinion, what are the standout features of this prestigious project?
Okay. The thing is like my part, we are taking care of the residences. So we taking care of the two towers. One is the Magnolia Waterfront Residences, and another one is the Residence at Mandarin Oriental Bangkok. Basically, the special features of the residences is that like we put whatever the best that we can put into the residences. We use a world-class design. We use the architect, very well advanced architect, and as well as interior design by the world-renowned, like from around the world. So basically, we feel that is a part of the design that we put it in. More than that, we also very care for the exclusivity of the clients that living in our residences. So that's why for each tower we have like very special features that cater in that point. Yeah.
Can you give a special features of the whole development also?
For the whole development, right? As I said that we are probably the last guest land to develop as a mixed-use development in Thailand. So basically, I think that key part is very important, because like by develop that large plots of land, you have to have a greater synergy between partners. We are a joint venture between three big companies. No matter it's going to be a CP, Sa-ngumram, and Magnolia. So basically, these three companies, right? We try to synergy our expertise in terms of the residences as well as the retail, right? And in terms of the credibility of the development, right? So that's why we feel that all that we put it into, right, will create a special part to the development itself. For the retail part, we cannot really disclose now because it's under the development, and another thing is like I'm not like in charge of it. But in terms of residences, I think we have a lot more to say for each tower. Yeah.
Okay.
Regarding transportation, will the development be easily accessible to visitors as well as residents?
Definitely. The thing is like, as part of a developer, right? Every time that we coming in to develop something as a large plot of land or like, a residences or the retail side, what we always consider is that we want to be part of community. It's not like we coming in and, make the community become like, ruin or like spoil or, things like that. So we feel that, we want to be part of it. So that's why when we coming in, we also consider a lot in terms of the traffic, the circulations, or how we're gonna take care of the nature resources, and the community around us. Definitely, once we complete it, it will create a lot of like traffic, definitely. But we also have a designer that design the traffic flow in the project itself. So this will help a lot in terms of the flow of the traffic, the things like that. Yeah. And we also have a transportation accessibility into the site in various ways, no matter going to be cars, going to be a nearby train station, the Sky train station. And another thing is like we have a shuttle board as well that we're going to have. Yeah, so I think by having that, it will help, ease up quite a lot in terms of the traffic. Yeah.
So you said that one of the buildings has been on sale since last year, right? And the Oriental building just went on sale a few weeks ago, or a few months ago.
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. Okay. So around how many units have already been sold, and do you have any particular target customers?
Okay. If you talk, we have to separate question first. So the first tower, it's called like a the Magnolia Waterfront Residences. The first tower, that one we have a total of like 379 units. We launched about like last year during like July, and it particularly sold out already for that tower. So that's why with that success, we decided to launch another tower this year, which is called the Mandarin Oriental Residences Bangkok at IconSiam. So basically, we launched on the 29th of October, and since then we closed about maybe 50 units already. Yeah, so it's about maybe 30% of a total unit that we have.
Okay.
For the customer that you asked, actually our price range of these two units is considered as the A range. So basically, our customer is usually a self-individual, probably is a business owner who appreciate like brand and also like sophisticatedness of what we are doing. Because like for both building, we put like one of the best, one of a kind specification into the residences and make sure that the space is spacious, the ceiling height is high, and also like we put all what base into the fitting, no matter going to be kitchen and also the bedroom. Yeah.
Okay. So from what we heard regarding the Oriental building, even before it did go on sale a few weeks ago, it was already around 20 to 30% occupied with some VIP customers.
Right.
So we would like to know, was it from your side that you contacted the customers, or did the customers get in touch with you? So, or who are those VIP customers?
I think it's both way. The thing is because like for the Mandarin Oriental Residences, the good part of it, it's also like it's a very well-renowned brand, right? It's not just a local brand; it's an international brand. So they have a fan around the world. So when we we announced like since last year that we will develop this brand residences. So basically, once all the clients or the people like and the public know that we will develop it, right? So some of them like contact us, that they want to purchase the residences. They are interested in the residences, and more than that, we also have our own database, right? That maybe it's our client or the previous purchaser from our first building or like our previous project that they would like to have a second home, or because like the special part of these two residences is like we develop waterfront residences, and with the large plot of land, right, it become like it's part of the landmark, a new landmark, right? So that's why a lot of people interested in, right? So when you ask me, so it can be both way. Yeah.
Also, we've heard a lot about the automated parking which is going to be held, which is going to be in the building. Can you tell us a bit about the automated parking and how it's going to work like?
The thing is, I think automatic parking is not a new thing anymore. No matter it's going to be for the retail or for the residences, and I think with the developer that we want to achieve the highest efficiency in terms of the management, the time management, and things like that, we have to put it in. For automated parking, it is the way that when you come into the residences, you can park your car to the tube, right, and then you get out the car, and then the tube itself will take your car to the parking. You don't have to go around up to like 7-8 floors and find your parking spot and things like that. The reason why that we install this one, because like we feel that it will help our resident in terms of the time management, efficiency in terms of buildings, and also the sellable area, right? And I think with everything that we put into it really pay off, because like after we decide to put it in, even though it's very costly for the residences, because like usually right now in Thailand, most of the property that have it would be a retail, right? But for us, because like we feel that we want the best for our clients, so that's why we decide to put it in, right? Yeah, and it will it will help our client in terms of the flow, because like they can put the car there and then they come into the residences and do something else, or they can ask our valet to get the car for them, so it will take probably like about like 7 to 8 minutes for the time that you push the button to call the car to come down, right? So you just like come down the lift and wait and and get the car.
And I'd like to know how many percent of the buyers are from foreign countries?
Like again,
for
we
both
have
buildings.
for both buildings,
yes.
right? Let me talk about the first tower first, then the Magnolia Waterfront Residences. For the first tower, I have to say that we have received a very positive response from the local market. Once we launch, we get a very high sell percentage within 3 months, and then we sold out very quickly. So that's why we don't really have a chance much to go roadshow or to sell to the foreign or overseas market. So basically for that particular buildings, we get the foreign about maybe 20 to 30% for the first tower. For the second tower, which is the Mandarin Oriental Residence Bangkok at IconSiam, the one that we just launched last month, for this building is different because we want, as again, Mandarin Oriental is an international brand. So what we plan and our strategy is that we want to attract a lot of overseas buyer. So that's why we will plan to do a lot of roadshow. It's no matter going to be Hong Kong, it's going to be Singapore, London, Taipei. So that is what we do. So we hope that we will achieve half. Because we are freehold residences, so the maximum that we can go for the foreign buyer is 49%. Yeah, for the second tower. Yeah, that is what our target.
So thank you for your time, and we wish you best of luck in your project.
So
and looking forward for this to be a big success.
Okay,
so thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
สวัสดี
Thank
ครั
you
บ
ค่ะ